Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bruins offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Oh, shit. On the read. He breaks a tackle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosion.
Let's go.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And they can't make the connection. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready.
Got him.
And that pressure
got him, coach.
Engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality. Offensive line gets to assert themselves. Run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keep running, boy.
Down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw.
Shit.
And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, UCLA. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Coming after it. And they got him for the sack. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap and a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Pocket starts to collapse.
Oh, my God.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
Back to the...
You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
No, got it.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Woo.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And the Bruins will hustle to the line. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Just steamrolling his way through. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. They'll go to the ground. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
The offense will quickly use the timeout.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Move, ref. Move your ass. I can't see shit.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 6. Right down the field. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Grabbed over the middle. It's coming. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Robbins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Defense is hype.
This home crowd as the defense tries
Defense is hype.
on third down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this
No, you
on
can't keep
us.
up. What?
A lot of running room. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll try the left side. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try the right side. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Brought down to the ground, but he... down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Buys a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Looking
shit.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Dances away to buy time. He finds his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Snap it to the back.
Yeah! Blow your ass in the end zone, boy!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Roll your ass in that end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already...
Get your ass up, bitch.
Makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Cummings. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ncaa.
Take it to that ass.
No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot
Take it to that ass.
in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a connection. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh!
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mayo. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Chase. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Robbins. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Robbins. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, you can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Takes the handoff. It's Cummings. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Robbins. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes. And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Sorry, bitch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up to the passing.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Buying some time. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Can't
get him, baby Barkley.
To get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, you would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he's all bombed. And now it's worse. The ball sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And what a big play here in the return. Takes it back inside the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays.
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Robbins. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Going up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.